Okay, so now we need to go to Hotel Atlas, Hop Dog. Why does Hotel Atlas have something at it? Let's go to Hop Dog.
The Hop Dog was like the last warning. You can still turn back. My eyes lingered on the sign. An enormous dog. Like a neon god with limitless power over cheap hot dogs, plastic hamburgers, and watered-down coffee. The cold light called me, but I didn't want to get out of the car. If we went in, we were all going to be pancakes, kept together by cold syrup.
What does that analogy mean?
Marty's worried look shook me out of my reverie. Oh, Cluck. Was I talking to myself again?
Cluck count 6? Is that a roach? Oh, it's a fly guy. Oh, God. Oh, the Hive. Hey, Hive. The Hive.
There used to be such life around here before it became an insect ghetto.
That was a very long time ago, Marty.
I was a little chick, and the Hop Dog had the best pancakes in the entire city.
Well, since Zip became the owner, the cook, and the waitress, I imagine it's all gone downhill.
True.
But at least the coffee's good.
That's right. I have no idea what that mongrel's doing with it, and I don't want to know. But its aroma is unbeatable.
He's a raccoon making coffee. Yeah, you don't want to know where he gets it.
Roachtown always gives me the creeps.
So it's called the Hive,
Hey,
but they
don't
call it
that.
Roachtown?
It's not okay. Whatever happened here, it's still the Cobbler District.
Old memories?
We used to live here a while with my mother. There used to be a small ice cream shop around here and a baker. The whole area smelled like fresh
What
bread.
is this?
Smelled like home.
How could we turn
Hard
it
to
into
explain.
a
This is
slum?
a film noir
question.
game, mystery game. That's part Sin City, part Zootopia, and just a little bit Ace Attorney. Best I can do.
Look at the poor bastard.
He's looking okay, Marty. Remember what we saw when we worked at the Hive?
Wild ones. Don't even remind me. Trying to forget that shit every day.
It's been even worse since. I guess you heard about the riots.
Who hasn't? You know, people are afraid that the Great Fire will happen again, and those hive houses are pretty flammable.
I don't speak of the devil, Marty. But to be honest, I have no idea how this insect matter can be solved.
I do. We just open the ghettos and let the insects live among us like they did for centuries.
Oh.
Your heart is pure gold, buddy. But you know it's not that easy. Clawville isn't what it used to be.
Yeesh. Some kind of deep stuff here.
Hey, pal. Can you hear me?
Now I'm thinking no. Fly in the Soup, a chicken police story. Meredith H. Marble. Okay. The Hive, Roachtown, or Cobbler District, was once part of the city but became a walled-off ghetto where 98% of the city's insect population is forced to live. Currently, the biggest threat to the city are the riots in the Hive that have almost driven the city-state to the brink of civil war multiple times already. All right. The Great Fire of Clawville. Not long after the Meat War and the following economic crisis in 893, a fire almost destroyed the entire city of Clawville. Originated in the Ratwell district, not even the River Times was able to stand in its way. It was a fiery hell incarnate, after which the city had to be built up again almost from scratch. So I'm guessing the raccoon is who we're looking for here. Zip. Small-time criminal, but the underworld pushed him out. Now he makes the best coffee in the city in a rundown roadside rest area. Oh, and he also proved to be a rather useful informant. Got it. So he's a snitch. The god of pancakes.
Are you sure that thing's a dog? I always wondered.
The name Hop Dog is quite a giveaway. Don't you think so, Mr. Detective?
It is interesting so
the
far.
most natural connections lead us astray.
Oh,
Who
don't
said that?
quote
A
me again.
natural-born genius.
Yeah, right.
Can I go back? Thank you. So we got the Hive I already looked at.
Peaceful,
City.
isn't it?
Because the whole town's probably drunk by now.
Wouldn't that
Maybe
make it
that's
less
the only way
peaceful?
it can bear itself.
Doesn't it remind you of someone?
Shut up, Marty.
Yeah.
Got you there, old bird.
I've got the old car, the warning.
Could this wreck belong to Zip?
Well, it's a wreck just like him, so I guess it could.
We don't serve bugs
Of
here.
all that's furry.
Is this still a thing?
The situation's getting even worse, Marty. Have you heard how the young mothers of the Cobbler
That's
district
gonna.
are
Oh, God.
forced
If
to
there's a
make
roach
living?
head on a human body,
I have no idea what goes on in the hive, Sonny. I don't think I want to know.
you're still gonna tell me, aren't you? Yeah.
But you're still gonna tell me, right?
Kafka nightmares.
Prostitution is the lesser evil. What's worse is that some folks have to sell their kids when they're still larvae.
So they're larvae, but
Wait,
they have
what?
human arms and legs?
Why?
That's.
They pay a hefty sum for each of them downtown.
Oh, God.
They sell them as gourmet food in the most expensive restaurants.
Oh, I'm gonna be sick.
We made this city, Marty. Clawville didn't do this to itself. Don't ever forget that.
Ugh, the place is deserted. Poor Zip.
Well, who wants coffee
You're
when
right.
it's New Year's Eve?
Yep, the guy's middle name is Bad Luck.
That's for sure.
What's the achievement? Where do I get achievements? We get the menu, jukebox. For a handful of feathers, dead fly tell no tales, get a bite of me, baby. My city is on fire, shadow of a doubt, not all cops are pigs. Can I play one? Dang it, I thought I could play one. Fly with me, baby, Caston Mavis, the new
And
star of rock and
voila,
roll.
the master himself.
Oh God, is he
What
supposed to be
a
like Elvis?
finch.
Sonny, he's a pigeon, not a finch.
I think that's.
Don't make me angry, Marty.
Okay, I was only joking.
I think that's the joke.
You still don't eat meat, old man?
I'm a rooster, a chicken. Why the
Yes!
hell would I eat meat?
I don't mean real meat. I'm not a lunatic. But a meat substitute? There's about 10 different kinds. Have you never tried any of them?
Why would I? If I don't eat meat, why would I eat a substitute?
Because you can. That's the point.
Wild gods, Marty. Stop being such a sheep.
God.
Do you fall for those adverts?
Substitute isn't meat, Sonny. And if it's tasty, why wouldn't I eat it?
I don't care what you eat, but don't be surprised when you lose all your feathers or you try to bite off your own leg one day.
Okay. Old Zip Nose Beth supersized hot dog with synthetic sausage, chocolate mix, and devil horn paprika. Ew. Okay. Touche souffle. Smellin' souffle, all for foul pancakes. All but bacon and chocolate. Oh my God. Please don't make me drink the cold coffee. Doodle, zip, and door.
The highlight of my day.
Yeah, I can smell it already. How does he make the coffee here so special?
Look at that mangy trash panda and tell me,
Okay.
you really want to know?
I don't think you're supposed to call him
You're
that.
right.
As always. What insight.
Do we have a king, I guess?
Well, that's a good question, pal.
That's so meta. Where did all the colors go? Like, the city just faded to gray?
He sure didn't get any younger.
Or prettier.
You think he's still
Ow.
mad at us?
Frankly,
If he can
Marty,
hear you
I
right
don't
now,
give
yes.
a damn.
Hello, boys. Now, get the hell out of here while I'm asking nicely.
Aw.
Hey, is that how you greet two old friends?
Hey, I'm not joking, Sonny. I got a shotgun under the bar.
Ugh.
No, you
Creepy
don't, because
hands,
if
sir.
you had, we'd arrest you here and now.
If there's still life in you when you're full of buckshot.
It's going well so far.
We're just here for a coffee, Zip, okay? Like old times.
Nothing's like old times. Haven't you noticed?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, it's quite noticeable.
Shit.
It's
All
Rocket.
right.
Yeah.
And where'd you blow in from?
We haven't been anywhere yet, but we're going somewhere.
Everybody's going somewhere, right?
Tell me, how much do you know, Zip?
That depends. How deep is it?
Bottom of the well kind. Goes down around Ibn Wessler.
Yeesh.
Holy hell! Wessler? You've dipped your wings in deep shit, boys.
If you've got anything on him, don't keep it to yourself. We'd be grateful.
Grateful. Maybe you're not gonna trash my joint this time, eh? You know, Ibn's acting strange nowadays. He always believed that if you want something done, you do it yourself.
Is he going
That's
to
how
be
it
like
was
the
for years
size
anyway.
of the
And?
But now, he
rat?
left his real estate, the fish racing clubs, the casinos, and the bars to his right-hand man, Mongrel Mick. And ever since, he's been kinda weird. Bottomed out, brooding in the seediest joints of the city. Nobody ever knew him to be like this. Weird, huh?
So the
Yeah,
threats might be
weird.
affecting him.
Do you think it's about a lady?
It's always about a lady.
Well, there is a woman,
I knew it.
but not like you think.
Is this gonna cost much?
Only a favor, like the good old days.
Oh, good.
Okay, I'm in.
New function ask. Well, first let me see what the other stuff I got was. Codex. Meat substitutes were made possible to reduce the meat consumption, predation, and domestic cannibalism in the whole wilderness. These products are widespread and not only popular with predators, but all kinds of animals. Mongrel Mick is one of the most infamous henchmen of Ibn Wessler, known by many rather scary nicknames thanks to his cruel nature. Sonny and Marty have crossed paths with Mick before, and it took a lot of effort to get out of those encounters with feathers intact. All right. Hobart Ibn Wessler, good-looking, charismatic, and a clucking gangster. He's been acting quite strange, as if he was trying to withdraw from his shady businesses to live a simple life, but that wouldn't be a problem in itself. It's just not like him. Nope. Zip is getting old, still has connections. It's worth questioning him about everything, but time has had its way with him too. Okay, so I can now ask. Oh boy.
Have you ever been to that place?
Of course, 100 times. Everyone who matters in this city's been there. Sorry, guys. But then, it had a different name and a different owner.
Business affairs, right?
More like got too
Yeah,
hot to
that
handle,
was
I'm
the
sure.
Dark era, Sonny.
Count at
I
7.
don't want to talk about it.
Roger that.
I've got to say, you've revamped the joint pretty well.
Yeah, after you trashed it, I had to.
Look,
he's still holding a grudge.
I'm sorry, Zip. That ocelot and his gorilla.
Baboon, not gorilla.
Whatever.
Sonny, what's your beak?
So you owe me one until about the end of time. But I'd settle for you washing up here for a few years after retirement, Sonny.
Mind your tongue, furball.
Ha!
So, Ibn's gone insane.
Love will kill you in the end, they say.
Seems like everyone's in a poetic mood today.
You're one to talk, by the way.
Huh? Why? So, about that woman. Is she really that dangerous?
What woman is
She
it,
kind
huh?
of
No, Zip.
Irene
I mean,
Adler or something?
really dangerous.
Very too
She's
smart.
got the most influential gangster of the city wrapped around her finger. She calls him her little furball. How dangerous do you think she
Yeah,
is?
it's pretty dangerous.
You didn't get any younger, pal.
You're telling me? You look like you haven't had a good night's sleep since forever.
To be honest, I've never had a good night's sleep in my life.
You look like it.
You will when the big sleep
Oh
comes.
my god.
And what are your plans? Dying behind the bar?
Of course. You got a better idea?
A couple, yeah. But somehow this suits you.
You know what? Your mother's a goat.
Okay, so I can't question.
That Natasha's a mysterious woman. A real cursed jewel, if you ask me. She came out of nowhere 2 or 3 years ago and landed on the stage of the Millions almost immediately.
Okay.
Is that so? Interesting.
Yeah, she's got a fantastic voice, makes men go crazy. But we all know that's not what's important. Then suddenly, bam! She got the whole club, just like that. But we know exactly how it was.
I can imagine, yeah. Since then,
I'm a
operates
little
under
lost.
the name the Czar Club, right?
Blackmail?
The old click is still clicking, right? Yeah, the club was renamed and remodeled. Everyone knows she was Ibben's lover, but she's not your usual canary. She didn't get involved in Ibben's dirty dealings.
Then how exactly does she fit into the picture?
Check this. A few months ago, the old rat pulled out of his own
Yeah.
businesses and gave control to Mongrel Mick and his mob.
Mongrel Mick. Doesn't sound familiar.
Yeah, it does. We just
Mick
talked
the
about him.
Marauder ring a bell?
Damn, that little monkey came this far?
I think that little shit took advantage of Ibben not being himself.
Which has something to do with this Natasha, right?
That's my guess.
Thanks for the straight dope, Zip. We owe you one.
One. You owe me the price of a new coffee shop, remember?
Okay. Whatever you need. Just call us.
Can we get our
I
coffee
clucking
now?
will.
Thanks, pal.
Cluck count.
I'm not your pal, Marty.
The door didn't look like this last time.
Yeah, because last time you tore it out and beat that baboon with it.
Oh, yeah, I remember now. So that's why Zip remodeled the whole place.
He had to. We didn't leave much of it standing.
If I didn't know
You
how
guys
nice
are a
we
liability
I'd
nightmare.
almost hate ourselves.
Welcome to the club, partner.
All right. Anything else you need to say? I still can't question you.
You sure talk a lot.
And maybe the past is haunting me. Once a rat, always
You're a
rat,
raccoon.
eh?
Oh, come on, Zippy. Don't be so hard on yourself. You got out in time, and you've been living an honest, ordinary life since then, haven't you?
Yeah, right. How lucky am I, eh?
It's more than what many others get, believe me.
All right, so now we can... She was the singing sensation of the Millions and later became the owner under Ibben's patronage. Not much is known of her past before this, though. Zip was delivering information to Ibben up to a couple years ago, has already been working as a police informant then, so he may have been reporting to both sides. Sneaky little bastard. Okay, so let's look at the map. Do I still have that other side mission? Yes, I have Hotel Atlas. How do I know when I've completed the mission here? Is it just when I can't
What's
speak
this
to him?
no insects allowed shit? You're not like that.
What do you think? If I let one in, all of them will follow. And then I can forget my regular clientele for good.
What clientele? There's no one here.
They have a point.
That's it. Would you take even that away from me?
Okay, I've asked him everything I can ask him.
What's this no insect?
What do you
Okay.
think?
What
That's it.
So that's it. I should just leave then. And it should be done.
Yeesh, my condolences, pal. I see
Hey,
your
all
cleaning
right, you're
lady
just
died.
rude.
Yeah, she set
If the
foot in the
counter
bedroom
gets to
once.
69.
I haven't seen her since. I didn't dare to go after her.
Oh, I wouldn't want to go in there either. But what's that smell?
Cigarettes and whiskey.
Yeah, with a hint of dirty laundry, but no, this is lavender?
Ah, that. Now, that's got to be the Ibanez dame. You know, the broad who gave me the letter. And the job, obviously.
Ah, pretty, huh? I can smell it.
Okay.
She's an exotic, too. An impala, maybe?
Furry hell. That's why Chief Inspector Bloodboil hates you so much. He's jealous because your nose is better than a clucking bloodhound.
Cluck counter.
The bitter old dog. He just hates all foul.
Ah, true. Except for Monica.
Monica's a fairy, not a bird. So, what now?
Well, let's gather my stuff and head to the club. We gotta find out who this Natasha is and what she wants from us. I mean, what she really wants.
I could.
After you,
I'm not
Boss
going
Bird.
to.
I wouldn't like to touch anything in here anyway. If it's okay, I'll just stand around and stare out the window.
Sure, just do it quietly.
I've already looked at all of this. What do I need? Nothing?
Just a bunch of you.
Okay.
You're getting older, Marty. You look like shit.
Ah, gee, thanks.
I thought angels don't grow old.
Ah, leave it, will you?
Sure. Boo-hoo, huh?
When was the last time I was here?
I don't know.
I'm trying to gather my stuff,
Years
but I already
ago.
gathered all my stuff. It's
When
in my
Molly
bag.
left.
Whew, that was a wild night.
Yeah.
You know, Sonny, you can call me. Not just when you want to investigate some shady case from a shady dame and you need a big meat shield to cover your ass.
Times have changed, Marty. And I don't call anyone.
Big tough guy, all right.
All right, Boss Bird. Whatever you say.
New function ask.
Have you been there before?
Never. You know, it's not my style. It's too fancy for me. I'm more like
Yeah,
the
I can tell from your
smoky,
outfit.
smelly, ramshackle little joint type.
Yeah, same here.
But we're not gonna mingle like this, right?
We're not searching for a tailor on New Year's Eve, okay? We'll go as we are.
That'll be exciting.
Let's just stay out of trouble, okay?
What trouble?
That's the spirit.
So she just turned up with a message and this flyer, and you fell for it?
Maybe I was bored. Or maybe there's more to this thing than meets the eye.
She's a
Yeah,
transformer.
there's always more.
Maybe I just wanted to meet you for old time's sake.
That's not funny.
I've never had a good sense of humor. You know that better than anyone.
That's for sure.
Message from Natasha.
So the Czar Club, huh? My city's on fire. Sounds good. But that's all? It's kind of weak for a clue.
It's not a clue. It's just a guide. By the way, it's New Year's Eve. We deserve some fun, right?
Well, that's true. But it's never that easy with you, Boss Bird. There's something you're not telling
Oh,
me,
yeah.
right?
A little bit more than
important,
something.
Marty.
Yeah. If you say so. Oh, hi, Mr. Sinclair. How are we?
You named
Sinclair
your
is
gun
doing
too?
Fine, thanks. Anyway, you still talk to your guns?
Yeah. And so what? Other animals talk to their plants. Crazy, isn't it? At least a gun has a soul.
But
And it's useful.
What?
I can't believe you're allowed to walk around freely, Birdie.
Yep.
Oh, if you only knew what I'm packing right now.
I don't want to know what's under your feathers, Marty.
Okay, so the ask is completed.
It would be best to board it up. It'd go well with this rundown neighborhood.
It
What,
may be
like
run down,
bedroom?
but somehow I still feel like it's honest.
Sure, you could live in Cockroach Town. That's an honest place, too. Has a similar stink.
Rude.
Believe me, Marty, I thought about it.
Why am I not surprised?
So
When was the last time you've slept in your bedroom?
I don't know. I'm not sure I'd even recognize it anymore.
I'd like to know what the side quest
You're
here
a
is.
hopeless boss.
I guess you're right.
I can't leave this room. Is it just talking to Marty some more, getting to know the character?
My wife took all the good ones. She knew they'd only gathered dust here, and she was right.
I mean, I've already looked
You
at all
know,
this.
this city's outgrown us.
Why do you say that?
Well, don't you feel it? The whole place squeezing you. The polluted air, the sirens,
You're a
the smell
poet.
of cordite.
Don't be such a drama queen. It's not the world that's changed, it's us. Clawville's Clawville. We're just getting older.
No, there really is something. You know the feeling of foreboding, of
There's a
something
storm
wrong,
coming,
of
if you
something
will?
bad on the horizon.
You're screwing my mood.
Yeah, but I'm not sorry.
No shit.
Pouty. It's still saying it's... What else? There's nothing else to do there. I guess it just stays there until... it's locked?
I'm gonna clean up here one day. Yeah, and one day the sun's gonna explode.
I have no one to call.
too.
I've already checked the drawer. I've already checked the bedroom. I've already checked
Have
the
you
cabinet.
started on your great novel yet?
I've already started working on my will, but I realized I'd have to leave
If
everything
someone
to
made
you,
a
so
bird...
cluck that.
hey,
Pity.
cluck counter.
I've always wanted a chicken coop smelling like old socks and bourbon.
You'll have to earn
Ew.
it first, Marty.
Bourbon only has a smell when you spill it, or leave it sitting out, I guess.
I suppose 2 shots was enough for today. At least until we learn what
count
this
10.
Natasha woman
But
really
yes,
wants.
no, if they released an all chicken clucking Terminator 2 soundtrack, I would be very upset. I already looked at all of these. Again, I don't know what else I'm supposed to do here, so maybe it was just in case I didn't gather my stuff earlier.
So, am I staring quietly enough?
No.
Well, the floor's creaking a bit when you shift your weight, so,
You're an asshole.
Alright, let's try going to the claw. Star Club. Let's try going here.
midnight had passed, and the intoxicated madness kicked in. We could only crawl along Shalva District's main street toward downtown. The city's heart beat differently. Ancient buildings were defaced by neon signs and billboards, like half-drunk lovers on a fine leather
That
sofa.
almost looks real. Holy
Great
hell.
old houses neighbored by garish modern blocks. A place that makes the head hurt. The Tsar's huge neon sign was visible for miles. A blazing red sign advertised tonight's main attraction, the amazing Natasha. Cops were never welcomed at places like this. I hoped we were too late for the show. We had to be inconspicuous, but it was never easy with this bird mountain by my side.
So this is the famous
guessing
Tsar
the
Club.
Ram
More
is
like
a bouncer?
infamous, Marty. It's not for our kind, that's for sure. And I don't mean that they don't like foul here.
Well, at least we don't have to be afraid that they see you as a detective, Boss Bird.
Very funny, Marty.
So what are we gonna do now?
We find Natasha, the broad who sent me the message, remember? But first, we need to get into the club. And Marty, please, don't monkey this up.
Excuse me? On behalf of the well-respected and noble primate community of Clawville?
Cut the crap, Marty. Let's focus on what we're here for, okay?
As you say, Boss Bird.
Lewis.
Hey, that's your old friend, right? Wait, what was his name? Lawrence? Lamar? No, Liam.
Lewis. Yes, it's him.
To be honest, Sonny, I always thought that guy's not all there in the head.
Nobody's perfectly sane in Clawville, Marty. But if not for this old rabbit, I wouldn't be here today. I'll never forget that.
Should I thank him for that?
Or kill him for it.
You're reading my mind, boss. Honestly, I think these types of women only see faceless tuxedos, cufflinks, and wallets. And in the mirror, they're just brooches, necklaces, and earrings.
Don't be so radical, Marty. They're women. They live by different rules.
That was kind of deep.
It's not. Just bullshit. There's more where that came from.
What is this
Ooh, Teach
conversation?
me, master.
When you're old and wise like me, you'll realize none of it is worth a damn thing.
Wait, that was deep again, right?
Maybe it was, Marty. Maybe it was.
Amazing.
The sarcasm's a little thick. Okay. And the most colorful club in the city.
You know, seeing this, I can't wait for the show.
The girls?
New Year's Eve's once a year, right? And we're not on duty.
Have I asked how Laura's doing?
Whoa, hey, I was just kidding, okay? My relationship with Laura is unwavering, like the rhino beauty on this picture.
Interesting taste you've got.
Feathers, scales, or dermal armor, a lady's a lady, my friend.
Thank the wild gods for self-sacrificing gentlemen like
I
you.
can't even respond to that. How did he not notice that that's Molly? Okay. Fancy car, advertisement tower. Anything else? Newspaper.
Do you remember when the Clawville Chronicle was a really high-quality newspaper?
You mean when they wrote something about us daily?
Yeah. What exactly happened to them?
We stopped
Well,
doing
they
stuff.
got bored with us, Marty. And to be honest, so did I.
But still, here we are working together again.
I like Marty.
Funny, huh?
Yeah, hilarious.
I can't read it. All right.
Huh. I like this.
Why's that?
I don't know. 'Cause it's moving, I guess.
Oh, he
You're
just
a
actually likes the
simple bird, aren't you?
advertisement.
Yes.
What it's
I
advertising.
am.
So we've got Moonlight Boulevard, a Clawville story. So is that like Sunset Boulevard? The ad for the My City is on Fire. Alrighty then.
Whoa, look at that. Isn't that the new...
It is, Marty. A brand new 942 Silver Hawk. Haven't seen such beauty since I left Iveria.
Of all that's furry, whose is it?
Maybe it's Ibn Wessler's. I guess he's no paper tiger.
Yeah, he sounds like a fellow who drives around in one of these. Lucky bastard.
Okie dokie then. Alright, Codex entries. The Clawville Chronicle. Most read and high quality newspaper in the city. So famous that it's also being read beyond the borders and not just in the colonies. Oh my god, how big is this world? This was the paper that first published an article about the two heroic roosters, aka Chicken Police. The article was written by Timothy Saltwater, the seagull journalist who has since become somewhat of a legend himself. Avira, a country inhabited exclusively by birds, picturesque, modern place governed by a democratic parliament, bordered by two seas, and its economy built mostly on air transport, commerce, and aerial military. The country's on neutral terms with almost every other nation, and except for the Great Meat War, has kept this standpoint throughout all of known history. Okay then.
Jeez, look at that guy.
That's not a guy. That's a demon. Straight from the dog-eared pages of a cheap detective novel.
Like this one?
Yeah, I bet his name's Bill.
Nah, he's definitely a Bob.
$5 for Bill?
Okay, I'm in. Howdy, pal.
Gentlemen, how can I help you on this wonderful, chilly night?
We're expected in the VIP lounge.
My apologies, but I don't remember ever seeing you gentlemen here
Oh
before.
boy.
May I ask?
Stop right there, big guy. I get it. Yeah, I know exactly how this works.
Oh
So
god.
what do you have to do to get in?
Nothing's easier, sir. Are you on the list?
The list? Yeah, I've,
Don't tell me you forgot.
I'm afraid I did, Marty. Sorry, big guy, but I'm pretty sure we're not on the list tonight.
That's a shame. I'm really sorry, sirs. In that case, you can't come in.
Yeah, right. Thanks.
My pleasure, gentlemen.
Am I supposed to try to talk to him again? Oh.
Look, I really don't want any trouble, but
It is even more inconvenient for me, sir, but this place doesn't like coppers. Forgive the slang. I can't let just anybody in, and there are some I'm strictly forbidden to. Please.
So we're gonna have to find the
You have
back
to
way
understand.
in then. We're gonna.
Listen here, you cow. Do you have any idea who we are?
Oh,
You ever
Marty.
read the papers?
Of course, I know who you are, sir. I read the news and more, and I must admit it's an honor to meet you in person, Mr. Santino Featherland and Mr. Marty Machikin. The Bell of the Pantheress is one of my favorite books.
Oh my
What?
God, not the books again.
So it would be terribly inconvenient for me if I had to use force.
At least he's a
on
nice
you,
bouncer, very
gentlemen.
polite.
What did you just say?
Relax, Marty. This guy has chicks like you for breakfast. Thanks for the information, pal. Have a nice night.
Thank you for understanding, gentlemen, and forgive me for my austere composition.
No problem, Shakespeare. Say, big guy, you know Mr. Lewis Hayworth?
But of course, Mr. Hayworth is an impeccable gentleman, and also a frequent visitor of the club.
Is that so? Good to know. And?
I'm afraid that is all, monsieur.
Okay.
What can you tell me about the first lady of the place, big guy?
You mean Miss Natasha Katsenko, sir?
You're right on point, pal.
Nothing you don't know already, sir.
Just try me.
Well, she owns the place.
And, that's it? Well, that's, unbelievable.
Pardon, monsieur, but I'm not permitted to say anything more.
Hey, he's honest about his honesty.
Just one more thing. This list of yours, where should we sign up again?
I'm afraid if you don't know, it's not my place to tell you, sir. Excusez-moi, the regulations, you know.
You hear that, Sonny?
I do, Marty. I do.
I'm gonna lose my crest from this guy. Just wait.
Just don't get too excited, Marty. Not tonight. Anyway, thanks,
So
pal.
we can't get in there until we get on a list, I guess.
That fella's built like a brick shithouse. I don't think we'll be able to just sneak past him.
Wanna bet?
Not today, Marty. Remember, we must avoid suspicion.
Okay. No trouble. I get it. It's okay, Bertha. Maybe next
He's talking to
time.
his gun again.
What was that?
Nothing.
Nothing. Just the wind.
Did you bring Big Bertha with you?
Gods, no. What are you thinking? What idiot would bring a shotgun to a club?
Was that a rhetorical question?
Because he answers you. Okay. Okay, I can talk to Lewis now.
Sonny, my dear friend.
Hi, Lewis. This is my partner, but I'm sure you already know.
You have no idea how happy I am to meet you, Mr. Marty. I'm a big admirer of your work.
Pleasure's all mine, Lawrence.
Lawrence? Anyways, so the legendary Chicken Police back together? Isn't it amazing news?
Don't ruffle my feathers, Lewis. Those days are long gone. We're just here for the
Can
entertainment.
he get us in?
Or something like that.
I see. Well, that's a shame.
See you inside?
I have something to do, my pal, but I'll try to make it for the main event.
Okay then. Catch you later, pal.
So he can't get us in? Okay. He's obviously
Look,
with
Lewis,
her.
that bouncer over there.
Well, yes. He is a bit intimidating, but his manners are impeccable. Am I right?
Yes, indeed, but it seems tonight we're not on his list.
Oh, I see. Oh, I get it. You'd like to go in, but he won't let you.
Yeah, something like that.
No problem at all.
Oh, boy.
Come with me. I'll talk
Are
to
we
him.
about to see Lewis
Much
get punched?
obliged, pal.
Yeah, thanks, Bunny.
Excuse me.
Ah, jeez, what the hell's wrong with you, Marty?
What? Did I say something wrong?
Sir, How'd you do?
Everything's fine, Mr. Aworth.
Good. Look, this noble pair of pigeons are my friends. They're on the list, okay?
L'archulamont, sir.
And as for you, you owe me one, gentlemen.
Thanks, old pal.
It was my pleasure to help you, as always.
All right, so
The
now we're in.
jazz overwhelmed us. There was no band in sight, yet the music seeped from the walls like years of cigarette smoke and the smell of spilt whiskey. Behind the bar,
Wow, he
rows of
really
fancy
does wax
bottles
poetic,
reflected
doesn't
the
he?
harmonious voices of pretty dames and the clinking of crystal glass. It was the kind of place that makes you drunk, even if you've never had a sip. A dangerous place for someone like me. No matter how alien I felt, it was strangely like coming home. Welcome to the Tsar. Well, here we are.
Mother of...
I take you to the nicest places, eh, sweetheart?
Oh, does it mean you're buying, honey?
Don't even think about it.
Oh, men these days. So, we're here to find a dame called Natasha.
I have a hunch she won't be hard to find. Let's mingle and try to avoid suspicion.
Aren't you going
Just
to be
like always.
recognized?
No, Marty, not like always. This time it's for real.
Translates to, please don't start a fight. We got a big buck, a stage, and a fox fella. And then a henchman. And a bunch of movie posters. Okay.
I was hoping to have missed the main event.
You're a rusty old cock, that's why.
Oh, God.
So says the little butt jam.
What?
But what? That's not even a word.
It is now, all because of you. You should feel honored. Butt jam.
You know, Sonny, sometimes you're like an evil little child.
Well, okay then. Butt jam.
So, where the hell is Natasha?
Let's ask that stud over there with those nice gals.
That guy looks way too
Oh
horny
my
for
God.
my taste.
The
Man,
puns!
your sense of humor is bad as ever.
You just need to get used to it again.
What? This is the life, huh? What's this guy do? Real estate? Mob accountant? Or is he a movie star?
Wouldn't you recognize
He
him
looks
if he's
like
a
a
movie
coat
star?
hanger to me.
That was actually worse than the previous joke.
Heh, I try.
Can I talk to him?
This is the life.
No.
He looks like... Heh, I try.
So I can only look at him.
A fox is a wolf who sends flowers.
What?
Oh, nothing. I read it somewhere.
Fascinating. I didn't know you could
Oh,
read.
God.
Ha ha ha. Very funny.
Okay, so we can't talk to him either. Can't talk to them at all. The loudest howl. He has a case, the girl, the gun. He is the alpha.
Another lupus movie. Jeez. Is there nothing today they're not trying to sell with this guy?
So it's kind of like a Bond.
Whoa, don't be rude, Sonny. Lupus is a timeless genius. Have you seen Predator City? God, I'm still getting chicken bumps. Wait,
Chicken
who's
bumps.
that next to him?
Cassandra Ruby Faye. Nah, never heard of her.
Cassandra Ruby Faye. Oh, gods, even her name makes me go weak in the knees.
Watch your blood pressure, pal.
Don't mind me, just women and guns are my only weakness.
Huh, no shit.
Oh, Bogan and Bandicoot, the big sheep. Mmm.
You think this is one of those movies where the femme fatale gets everything in the end and the poor detective's left stranded?
Yes.
Yep, just like life.
Hicks, Poodle, Claire, Turmoil, Anna, Shiny, Murder My
Ooh, I've
Tweet.
seen this. Hicks Poodle plays a private eye, hired to look for a woman, then gets into some kind of blackmail thing that's connected to the first case. And
Hey, Marty,
what? Yeah?
I don't give a shit.
Veronica, Kate, and Robert Fodder, the done for hire.
Oh, I know this fodder guy. He was kind of good in Death of the Horse.
You've seen every clucking movie.
Club counter.
You know, Laura and I go to the movies a lot. When was the last time you went?
Exactly
guess
12 years
Molly.
ago.
Oh, you remember that precisely? Let me guess. Molly?
Yep, our very first date.
I see. What did you watch?
I don't remember. I just remember her. And nothing else.
You're a clucking poet.
Hey, club
I
count.
mean it.
All right, he's the only one we can talk
This
to.
guy is certainly not a gangster henchman.
Of course he's not.
Why can't I speak to you?
Hey, Marty, I bet you wouldn't dare to go up to him and ask if he hasn't seen your fur coat.
What? Why? I'm mad, yeah, but not suicidal.
Ah, are you chicken or what?
Piss off, old bird.
Nah, chicken shit.
Can I talk to you? Please let me talk to you. Can't even look at him anymore.
Remember that old case with the fox and the raven?
How could I even forget?
Absurd, right? All that bloodshed for a piece of cheese.
Yeah, hunger can bring out the monster in animals, right?
And the wildest and most primordial instincts, no matter how civilized they seem.
So am I just
As
killing
you
time
say,
until the
Marty.
first act goes on?
Remember that other...
Oh, gosh, Marty, where do you dig these out?
My mind is a bottomless pit, my friend. Was the rabbit a
the
runner?
tortoise in the hair.
And the turtle was what, his buddy, or...
His dealer, actually.
Ah, yeah, you're right. We found the rabbit near the river with a missing leg. Brutal stuff.
2 missing legs, actually. But yeah,
What happened with the turtle in the end? It's a little bit blurry.
your bottomless pit of a mind is a dark and sad little place. The turtle thought he would run faster if he ate the legs of the rabbit.
You know what? This city's seriously fucked up.
It is, Marty.
Why don't you say clucked up?
Remember that other case with
Okay,
the
so-
turtle?
Is too.
What happened? You know,
It is, Marty.
Okay, so that's all I can get out of that. Oh, ah! I didn't even see any of y'all here. He is standing right
she
close.
has pretty long legs. I mean, pretty and long legs for a squirrel, but I don't want to be prejudiced.
We're not here to stare at pretty squirrels. We're here to investigate, remember?
Okay, I guess that is a squirrel.
That girl is looking at me.
She's just looking at anyone whose glass is empty, Marty. That's all.
No, Sonny. She was staring at me like hard.
Get over
I
yourself,
saw it.
Marty.
Marty, you're imagining things. Oh, wait a second.
You see that, right? She's looking right at us with those big, black, weird squirrel eyes.
Okay, Marty, don't panic. Just look elsewhere and walk away slowly.
Creepy little squirrel girl.
Okay, why is girls scary?
A man's best friend.
That's not a dog, Sonny. That's a horse. He just has a very weird mane.
I didn't mean him, Marty. I meant the bar.
Oh, I see, right. Yeah, because that totally makes sense.
He's a drunk.
2 whiskeys, kid, and no horsing around.
I've never heard that one before.
God.
Sonny, you gotta drive, you know?
Yeah, you're right, Marty. Hey, Longface, give me a glass of tap water too, okay?
Yes, sir. Coming right up. That wasn't exactly what I meant.
As I recall, you're always bragging about hiding your shotgun in your coat so well, no one can see it.
Sure. Maybe I have it
I
with
know
me
you have it with
now.
me now. You now.
What?
Well, do you see that bottle, Marty? That's a 28-year-old Golden Eagle whiskey.
Of all the furry gods, you're right.
And they've just left it on the bar. Someone ordered it, got so drunk he forgot all about it. So,
So we're confiscating it as evidence.
Right.
yeah. Well, more like stealing it. But if it's easier for you.
Ah, you're twisted, pal. But to be honest, I've no objections.
Tell me, hey breath, have you seen Natasha?
Why is it okay to
tonight?
insult some of the
Not yet,
animals?
sir. But she's coming on soon.
Well, can you tell me anything about Mr. Ibn Wessler?
Sir, I don't want to.
What about, let's see, $5 maybe?
But, sir, you haven't even paid for your drinks yet. Yeah, stop riding on the details, Big Nose. You do your job, and we'll do ours, okay?
I mean, we're not here for work, of course. We're just here to relax.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Just a little fun. Of course, gentlemen.
Okay.
Gentlemen, your drinks.
Yeah, sorry, but we have to run. Thanks anyway, Bojack.
Ugh, my name is not Bojack. I tip you, pal, but I don't have any change, so... Sure, sir. The Tsar welcomes you back anytime.
Sounds good, Bojack.
All right, who are you?
Hey, there's Fillmar.
Who? Oh, yes, Philmar, because that's what he calls himself, right?
You know him well?
We had some seriously wild cases together, yes.
It's the
Mainly in
writer, so that's
Averia,
Philip Marlowe,
way
right?
before Clawville. Another place and another life.
Sounds good.
Or they
Like the blurb of some cheap pulp fiction book.
film
Yeah,
Marlowe's.
it was the exact opposite. But the old bird's worth saying hi to. Well, well, if it isn't the great detective, Marlowe.
Blow me, Sonny. You know I don't use that name anymore.
Okay, Mr. Dumbass alias Phil Marlowe.
So says someone who tried to go undercover with a feather pillow mafia is a turkey. Right, Mr. Turk Cayman?
God.
Hey, that was a long time ago. I was young.
And I stick to my principles and my stupidity. Phil Marlowe, and that's that. Don't rile me up, you old fart.
Okay, fair enough. Sorry, I'm a little clucked tonight.
Cluck counter.
I know the feeling, pal. By the way, what are you two doing here? You stick out a bit. Are you here for a good old-fashioned beating?
We stick out. Man, you look terrible. Like someone who sat on an electric pole.
Jeez.
Don't even ask. I feel exactly like that.
You want a case?
5 feet tall, half of that legs, angelic voice, demonic eyes, just the usual.
Oh, boy.
And you?
Something like that. Just don't know the exact numbers yet. A dame named Natasha. She called us here. If I'm not mistaken, the joint is hers.
Yeah, she owns the joint, amongst others. Well, good luck, guys. That broad has a reputation. She's not the kind to toy with, if you know what I mean.
Any useful information?
Yeah.
For free?
Stop clucking around, Philmar.
All
Cluck
right,
counter.
but just because of the old days. Look for me after you've talked to her. You wouldn't understand what I have to say about her before then. Don't leave unless you're thrown out, in which case, you know the drill. We don't know each other, I'll deny you in a blink.
Good to see you too, old pal. We'll be back.
New clue. Got it. Okay. Oh, there's Ibn? Was that Ibn?
Just one more thing, Philmar.
I see you haven't changed a bit.
Do you think we're walking into a trap? You always had good instincts.
You know, I couldn't figure out this Natasha woman, even when I worked for her.
Then the trouble is bigger than I thought.
Just take care of yourselves, and don't leave your guns out of reach.
Oh, that's never happened.
Yeah, this crazy cock even sleeps with his.
You're welcome to the club, Brother Bird.
Take care, Phil.
You too, old fart.
All right, we saw. Yeah. Ah.
That woman with Ibn. I think I know her from somewhere.
Maybe in your dreams, pal.
Okay, she's. Still can't talk to her.
The memories are returning.
Geez, just spare me the dirty details.
Isn't that?
Yes, it is. The great Ibn Wessler, in the flesh. So much for our incognito.
Couldn't we just, like...
You think he noticed us?
Only if he's not entirely blind.
Great.
Might as well speak to him, right? Nope. Not that. I want to speak to him.
Just act nonchalant, my friend.
No, it can't be.
That's...
What now?
Is that Olivia?
What,
No,
Claire?
Marty.
Oh.
Hey, Olivia.
Are you talking to me?
It's me, Marty McChicken.
Oh, God.
God, hers looks weird. Like,
What a
it's
pleasant
very weird the
surprise.
way she's
The Rooster
proportioned.
Copper's in person.
Chicken police. But yeah, Mr. Wessler, you could say so. The name's...
Sunny Featherland, of course. Chicken Police. Your partner is, he is,
Marty McChicken, sir. I just introduced myself to your lady companion seconds ago.
Oh yeah. I'm so happy to see you.
Hello, boys.
So, to what do we owe this pleasure, gentlemen?
Yeah, so, we were, just in the neighborhood.
Act
and-
casual, right?
Cut the crap, Marty. All right, we're here for your sweetheart, Natasha.
Oh, I see.
No big deal. Just a blackmail thing. You know, horrifying threats written on the wall with blood-red paint. The usual stuff. You must be familiar with this kind of thing.
Oh yeah, indeed. It's, nasty business. But I didn't know Natasha hired a detective because of this simple matter, but to be honest, I understand. I would have taken matters into my own hands, you see. But I'm kind of busy.
Mr. Wessler had a meeting with Attorney General Hamtaro yesterday, so he's rather tired.
Hamtaro,
If
okay.
you would excuse us.
Oh, dear Olivia, it's okay. These gentlemen are just doing their job, right? And if I've heard correctly, they're notoriously thorough. So, how can I help you?
We've got a few questions, if you don't mind.
I'm at your service.
So is she like his assistant, or... What's the new clue? Good old Fillmore must know something about Natasha that could be important for the case, but he won't talk until I meet her. He seems a bit nervous. It must be something really significant. Fillmore Lowe. Absolutely average, forgettable guy, an old acquaintance from Averia. Fillmore, the name he goes by nowadays, is an old comrade from before Clawville times. He's one of the best private eyes in the cities, and just like most of them, he gets into trouble with the law pretty often. Yet he's one of the very few people who can still be trusted. Alright. None of that's new. There we go. Olivia Blackwing, crow, female, unusually tall and slim, quiet and mysterious. She's his assistant and escort, finding out whether there's anything other than a working relationship could prove valuable. So talking to her can't.
Geez, just...
No, stop! I'm trying to click on Ibn's head.
Look, detective, if you want to know something, just ask.
All right, Mr. Wessler. Has your assistant been working for you long?
Are you talking about me?
Yes.
I'm talking about you, ma'am.
Let me answer your question then. I've been in Mr. Wessler's employment for 6 months. Why do you ask?
Oh, just routine questioning, you know. Most of them aren't good for anything. Just killing time.
It sounded rude to me.
Yeah, please forgive a detective.
Olivia's a real firecracker.
He's running scared. You wouldn't think a mobster would care about.
Nice bunker you got here.
Well, thank you, but it's not mine. Not anymore. But I'm sure you already know that. Listen, detective. If you want to know something, please ask straight, huh?
So I'm gonna have
All
to
right,
use
Mr.
the...
Wessler, let's make this a bit more professional.
I'm not as exciting as people tend to believe. I grew up in a
I'm
poor
gonna
family of
exhaust
many
the
siblings.
ask option before I
I'm
do
only
the
one still
interrogate
alive,
option.
Unfortunately, my career started with a shoe store, and now here I am.
I wouldn't call that an average life. Shoe store
Really? You're just gonna
owner to
call
mob
him out
boss.
that?
How dare you speak to Mr. Wessler like that?
Leave it, Olivia, dear. It's just provocation.
I'm sorry if I offended you, Mr. Wessler. Shall we talk about something else?
Everybody knows Mr. Hayworth. He's an antique piece of furniture in this city, so to
That's
speak.
the
Only a
rabbit.
bit worn out.
It's not my fault that he's so much in debt, detective, but the name of his family still rings quite loud in Clawville.
Is that still worth anything?
The name is just their name, of course, but the man behind the name is another matter, Mr. Featherland.
You're a pragmatic rat.
Thank you.